Hey, so in the Old Testament, there's this situation happening where God had rescued his people from Egypt, and he's bringing them into this new land. And in this new space, he is creating for them a new society, a new way of doing life. It was as though everything had been reset. And as God is getting them prepared for this new way of doing things, he says, let me give you some instructions about what that's going to look like. And so it's in Leviticus chapter 25, verse 2 that he says this. He says, give the following instruction to the people of Israel. When you've entered the land I'm giving you, the land itself must observe a Sabbath rest before the Lord every seventh year. In fact, he even goes on to tell Moses that every 50th year, we're going to do that reset of the land, but we're going to do that on an even greater scale. They called it the year of Jubilee. And as I'm reading about this year of Jubilee, where everything in society is reset, where relationships are reset, where forgiveness for people is reset, where freedoms are reset, where busyness is changed to reset people's lives, I can't help but think like is what we're experiencing right now, is it kind of like a year of Jubilee? What if this season, this time was an opportunity for us to reset how we do life?
So as we're looking at resetting and we're resetting our mindset, we really want to look at a strategy here. And we're looking at 3 different words: up, in, and out. And up is looking at your relationship with God, that he is above all, and that this is the time to focus on him. On Psalm 91:1, it says this: those who live in the shelter of the Most High will find rest in the shadow of the Almighty. And so we've been told to shelter in place. And what if we reframed that thought process of sheltering by ourselves to instead sheltering with God? What does it look like to be in our homes and spending that time with the Lord?
Hey, so the second style of relationship or direction of relationship that we're focused on is the word in. And that really has to do with those relationships that we have within our community, specifically within the community of the church. And so I bet as you are at home, you are realizing how much you need to have connection with people, how much you need to be with them, how much you need to see them and to talk to them and to be connected. And so what we want to encourage you to do is to use this season to reset those relationships and make them a priority, to lean into them. You know, you can do that in a couple of ways. You can do that just through personal FaceTime calls going, hey, I miss you and I want to be connected to you. You can do that through coming together as the community of the church, the way we're doing on Wednesday nights when we do a live game. We've been having a ton of fun with those. We're going to do it again this Wednesday, and we're going to get to see your faces because we're using Zoom. And then we're going to use that to go, we really want to lean in to those relationships and experience some small groups over Zoom, some small groups where we get to see each other and connect with one another face to face, because we recognize that is one of our greatest priorities, to be connected to the church.
The final word that we're looking at is out. How are you living out your faith? And one of the easiest ways to do that right now is to serve and serve in your families. How can you be a help? How can you look at your family and see that this is my mission field? And then another way is that you can be an encourager. We are in unprecedented times. And so what we need is unprecedented hope. How can you be a hope dealer in this new season that we find ourselves in?
Hey guys, so I just want to ask you, what if we looked at this time as our year of Jubilee? You know, maybe that's not what it is, but what if we looked at it in this way, that we have been given a gift of time from God so that we could reset our priorities. Man, I know all year long, I say it, you say it. I say it as a priority for me to focus on my relationship with God, to be in my devotions, to be praying, to focus on my relationship within this community of the church, and to focus on serving. But I get busy all of the time. There's so much going on. And here we are, we have this weird time. But what if it were a gift to us from God, our year of Jubilee, where we could reset our priorities and focus everything we have on our relationship with God?
Hey guys, we love you and we miss you
so much. And thanks for checking out the replay. If you want to know more about some of the stuff we were talking about, we ripped it all from Josh's message, which was so good. You can see the full message on our church website, fairoaks.church.
We love you. See ya.
See ya.